Hello everyone, it's hard to believe we're in day 10 of this already, of doing these quarantine challenges. And today's challenge from your community campus ministry theme is to pray the Rosary. I was never a Rosary kind of guy. I found it to be boring and repetitive and just never really saw the point, to be honest. And all that began to change about 5 or so years ago. A statement from a podcast I was listening to is what really began to cause me to look at the Rosary differently. He said, paraphrased, when you pray the Rosary daily, you are meditating on the gospel over and over again, and how can that not benefit you spiritually? And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I had never really thought of it that way before. And I really started reading and listening to things about the Rosary, and it all just started to click. And so here are a few things I've learned in my 5 years of praying the Rosary daily, or almost. Number one, it's not so much about the Hail Marys and the Our Fathers, although they are important and beautiful prayers of themselves, but it's about meditating on the mysteries while praying them. As the podcast host had said that I mentioned earlier, as we pray through the mysteries, we're meditating on the life of Jesus. And we spend several minutes each day then, and each time we pray the Rosary, meditating, picturing in our mind things such as the birth of Jesus, the institution of the Eucharist, the scourging at the pillar, and the glorious resurrection. And so once I realized the purpose of the Rosary, it made so much more sense. Before I would just kind of say the Hail Marys and the Our Fathers without really meditating on the mysteries at all. And that's the beauty of the repetitive nature of the very, very well-known prayers. It allows you to meditate on something else while you are praying them. Intentionally doing that will drastically change the Rosary for you. I know it did for me. The second is that there are many resources to help you with your meditations during the Rosary. If you have trouble, which is probably very likely at first, meditating on the mysteries on your own, there are many resources to help you along the way. I've often used the Life Teen Guide to the Rosary with students. It has a little statement for each bead on the Rosary that helps you meditate on that specific mystery. It's a little booklet you can buy. There are videos with visuals on forum.org that are helpful as well. And also the Hallow app and the Laudate app have audio meditations for the Rosary, and there are many more, but those are just a few of the ones I have used. And you can find links to all those, again, at the post that corresponds with this video at communitycampusministry.com. Look for Day 10 Meditation. The third one, and final one that I'm going to talk about today is that I learned from praying the Rosary is that the Rosary is a spiritual weapon. From the Battle of Lepanto to Mary's apparition to the children of Fatima to Padre Pio, the Church has really informed us over and over again of the spiritual power of the Rosary. Our Lady of Fatima in particular asked repeatedly to pray the Rosary. And the more I read the history of the Church over the last several hundred years, the more I realize the important role the Rosary has played. There's no reason to believe it's any different today. Now I feel like I could go on, but I'll stop right there for today. There are many resources out there to help with the Rosary, both how to pray it and to understand the importance of it. Life Teen has many blogs and resources about it, especially for those of you teens. Formed has a great talk by Edward Surrey entitled Praying the Rosary Like Never Before. That was very helpful to me. And also St. Louis de Montfort's The Secrets of the Rosary is a great book I read a couple years ago that helps inspire you to pray the Rosary as well. I know it really firmed up my resolution to pray it daily. We have many physical copies at school there if you want one for those of you who are students. Bottom line, pray the Rosary today, and as Edward Surrey says, like never before, using those meditations. Have a great day.